Now we know this distance between the center of the points. Now, this could be as simple as we could use our sizes, but let's add another thing to our balls. Let's add a radius. So the way we're going to get a radius is we're going to assume that every ball is circular, and we're going to do ball radius 1 is equal to ball rect 1 dot height divided by 2. Now, if your item is more ovular, you might want to average it. So we could do that. So, but we could add the height and the width and divide by 4. But let's just do the height. It's probably fine. So ball rect 1 divided by the height divided by 2 is going to give me the half the height, and that's the radius. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to copy that line of code over to ball rect 2 before we move. And we're going to make sure all the 1s are now 2s. And now we're going to take and we're going to ask the code a question. We're going to say, before we collide, we're going to say, if dist ball rect 1 dot center, comma ball rect 2 dot center is less than ball 1 or ball radius 1 plus ball radius 2. That means that they are so close together that they are closer than 2 radius combined, which means they are now circular colliding. If that doesn't happen, we're going to skip the collision. So we're going to move that there, add a colon here, and let's test our code again. We're going to leave it on slow speed because that lets us double check it. So we're coming out. They're both moving away from each other currently. Now we're moving past each other. They're going to miss each other. That always happened. It's now after this top bounce that we come down and this guy bounces to the side, we should see our first real collision. And we have a problem because I spelled radius center wrong. Spelling mistakes happen. But let's try it again. In fact, I'm going to speed it up a little bit because it's a little slow and I'm impatient. So I'm going to double the speed. So still not full speed, but it's like 2/3 speed. We're coming off the bounce there, and now we're coming towards each other. That's a much better collision. Let's see if we can get some near misses. That's a perfect side-on hit. And we might be in a loop at this point. Yep, we're in a loop. But that's much better. They actually look like they hit each other. Let's put our speed back up to 60 and just double check everything looks good there. But that's a good circular collision. Now, what's nice is that you only have to add one more line to each collision, but it means adding one line up to 6 to 8 times depends on how many balls you have. But let's get that up and running.